What you say?
What's the number?
I gotta do.
Things don't work out, you can always hit me up though.
You have a hole in your shirt.
Cause I'm big, I'm muscular. I know you messing. You look like you messing with little niggas.
No.
You messing with little niggas?
Let me see what kind of shit you got on. You funny. I'm cool. You driving hatchback. I'm good.
Hey, but I own it though. Ain't no car payment.
Yeah, that's cool. You broke.
You only put a dub in your car. I'm broke though. You didn't even feel it from
You didn't even try to help me with my gas. If you was real, you would have put that gas in here for me.
Nah, bro. You got 2 kids and shit, car seats. Yeah, I'm cool. That fucking soccer mom asshole. It's the Date Master, and we're back. We're back with another banger. I know it's been a few days, but I had to take care of some business. Shout out to all the guys who've been subscribing, watching the videos. What we're going to talk about is, I see this topic floating around a lot, which is cold approach. Approaching women, choosing signals, all of these. See, the thing about men, a lot of beta, you got this beta alpha dynamic. And men are looking for certain shortcuts to gain favor of women or attraction or increase their rotation with women. But you must understand the current climate in which you're in. Things that you try, it's kind of like if you guys are familiar with The Wire, a lot of these drug-related movies, sitcoms where these guys making all of this money and they run into little trouble here and there and they somehow evade it. So back in a certain time, these guys would stand on the block. They would stand have houses. They would be more present and visible doing what they did on a daily basis. But now that technology and the justice system has advanced, that is something that is not smart to do. You'll be a fool to go out and try to stand on the block to serve whoever. You'll be a fool. So you have to look at that approach the same way you had with women. You see this video at the front of this one where this guy randomly approaches a woman at a gas station, which is semi-dangerous, again, in this current climate. You have to be socially aware of what the temperature is in society, not just in your neighborhood, not just in your area, not just in a particular city, but the society. Women are getting raped, and I don't like to use that word. I know YouTube flags that, but women are getting assaulted, robbed, kidnapped, a whole lot of things. And women are now taking precaution against these matters. They're arming themselves, whether it's with a gun or knife or whatever. And you guys are just willy-nilly approaching these women's cars, trying to shoot your shots. When you shouldn't be shooting a shot at all, because what are you going to do with her? You're horny, your hormones are raging, you think this is an easy lay. And that's why you come up short. That's why you come up short. The days of getting the easy lay is over, unless you're going for bottom barrel, bottom of the pool, the leftovers that nobody wants. Okay, if that's your cup of tea, then be my guest. But the days of the easy lay, where all you had to do was be masculine, clean, smell good, those days are coming to an end. They're pretty much already at their end. You see this woman appraise this man, pretty much gives him an up and down review to see if he's even qualified in her eyes to speak with her. And then you see him give her a response out of shameful rejection. He tries to, appraise her. You got car seats, you're a single mother, etc. After she rejected him. Now, if he would have gotten the number, his reaction would not have been this, what you see here. So this, again, is out of sheer rejection. One must understand this cold approach technique. No. It's a no. In 2021, please stop using the cold approach, because it's going to get you embarrassed. You see, she already saw him choosing, which is why she already had her phone ready to record. Now you're embarrassed. Now you're on the internet forever. Or you're the guy that tried to approach this woman with the hole in your shirt and et cetera, trying to explain to yourself why you're a catch, talking about you pay for your car. This is the thing that I noticed when men get rejected by women, they start to try to overcompensate or soften the blow by screaming out accolades or screaming out things that they have, the type of money that they have, the type of women that they deal with after the rejection. This cold approach technique is outdated. A lot of guys do this for volume. You want to get your volume up. So you say, hey, if I shoot my shot at 100 women, I'm bound to get 10. Terrible technique. Terrible strategy, because it is a high possibility, depending on where you're shooting. If you're on Tinder, these dating apps, okay, that may be a little different. But you're out in public in your hometown, it's a high possibility some of these women may be associated to each other one way or the other. Because what women tend to do, this is how they get their ego. I call them ego vitamins. They look at the type of men that approach them or try to get with them on a daily basis, and they use that to validate or substantiate their value. So if they got a certain caliber of men coming at them on a daily basis, then their ego and self-esteem is going to be at this level. If it's a lower caliber of men, they're going to start ranting and raving, talking about how bad the dating pool is, not knowing that the dating pool that they're in is a reflection of their own value. The dating pool that you're in, the choices that you have to pick from, is a reflection of your value. If you're not seeing baddies, you're not in the company of, chicks that look like something, that have things going on, that is a reflection of you. You have some people that go to Tzatziki, some people go to Whole Foods, and then you have people that go to Save-A-Lot, people that go to McDonald's. Different taste buds, different reasoning, different motivations behind their shopping habits. So you guys are shooting your shot at these random women who you don't know, putting your life at risk, all while being recorded, making yourself look like a dumbass. Stop this. Stop being so thirsty to be in the company of women because, one, you have a woman that you feel you can do better than, so you try to get your rocks off out of town because you have did the cardinal sin by moving in, shacking up, cohabitating with a woman that you have not made your wife. So now you're trying to overcompensate by going out of town. Now you're trying to overcompensate by being slick on dating apps under a totally different name. We all these tricks are you guys think you're smarter than the average bear, but you end up looking like the average simp. You end up looking like the average simp because you do not understand the time that you are living in. You want to still do things the old way. You have people that are so afraid of change, they don't even want to get a cell phone. They come up with all type of reasons as to why they're not on the internet. You have people that are nobodies that have their social media accounts private, as if people are looking for them. As if people are looking for them. Have nothing going on, but you have private social media. It's comical. It's comical at best. So you guys are in these places not knowing that these women, a lot of times, they go to see what the market looks like and to get their ego vitamins. So they will put all of the shit on, the makeup, the hair, the lash, take 4 hours getting ready, and will turn down every guy that approaches them at the bar, the club, the whatever, the mixer, the event. They will turn every guy down because all they needed was just a self-esteem boost. They didn't go to meet you. They didn't go to meet a new guy. They didn't go to hook up and leave with you because you bought them 3 drinks. They simply went for the attention and to get their ego vitamins because a blow has been taken against their ego at some point or another. They may have shot their shot. They may have had a guy of interest. Turned out he was a lame, or he was cheating, or something of that nature. It didn't work out in her favor. But your choice in women and dating is a reflection of your value. If you're not getting attention, you're not engaging with women on a regular basis to the caliber of women you feel you should be, then you have to look at yourself, look at where you are in life, look at where you're going, look at what you have going on, and focus on that. Focus on loving yourself. There's nothing better than loving yourself in public. That's why I say when I go out of town, when I go to do certain things, I do not do it for the hoes. I do it because I like it. If I take a chick on a date to the movies, I go to the movies by myself. If I take a chick to a nice restaurant, I go to nice restaurants by myself. I'm not doing it for the hoes. I'm doing it because I actually like doing it, meaning I would do it with or without you. So me asking your company in this engagement means that we have already had a vibe. We already have things in common. We already have that chemistry, and the experience is going to be that much better with a beautiful young woman on my arm. See, you guys are following. It's too much. I know it's a lot of red pill content, but half these guys have not been with a lot of women. These guys haven't been with over 100 women, 200 women. These guys barely scratching 30 and 40, 50, thinking they're dating experts. The guys just now dealing with women in their mid-20s. This space has become watered down with a lot of beta male energy. The space has become watered down. A lot of these guys are not vetted. Just because you have a big channel does not mean that you're a Mac. Just because you have a big channel does not mean that you're a player. It means you have figured out the algorithm and you have catered to a large demographic. When you look at the demographic of men that get women, majority of men do not get a lot of women. So it's hard for them to tell who has been with the women, who has the infield experience, and who doesn't. But you have guys that talk well, have the great production, have the great setup. But this is something that you're going to learn as you, again, consume this content. I'm gonna get into telling my story a little bit more in depth as far as the experiences that I've had over the years, dating all the way back to 12 and 13 years old. Women are what you're saying now is nothing new. What you're saying now is nothing new. This is nothing. Women are going, no. Girls in the 7th grade were jumping in my lap trying to give me a lap dance in 7th grade, first period biology at 8:05 in the morning before the teacher walked in. This is true stories. 20-year-old girls at house parties that I was in at 15 begging me to come to the car. And I said no. If you weren't in the mix, if you haven't gotten that infield experience, no amount of red pill content will save you or elevate your game to a high level. You have to do the work. You have to get out and experience and live life. Experience is the best teacher. But I'm going to wrap this video up. The cold approach, fellas, that's a dead language. You want to stray away from that. Only approach women who have confirmed choosing signals, who you've confirmed the chemistry, and you do not approach with the outlet to be declined. You approach with the conversation and how fluid the conversation goes. That's when you say, well, this is what I think we should do. We should get dinner, this time, this weekend. You don't ask. You guys are asking, hey, can I get your number? Hey, you want to go out? What is that? What is that? That shit's lame. You tell her what's going to happen, or you recommend a time. You recommend with specifics. The more specifics you give, the more inclined she's going to be to agree to those, to the date, to the encounter, to the outing, whatever you want to call it. To be continued. It's the Date Master.